Joining me on the telecast, shifting our focus to more news coming in. All right, the participation of Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker JCD Prabhakar at an anti-abortion rally has triggered a controversy with activists and rival politicians slamming the speaker. The controversy erupted after Prabhakar attended the 5th National March for Life as a chief guest on August 8th and 9th in Chennai. During the gathering, which explicitly criticized the MTP Act, Prabhakar reportedly echoed anti-abortion views by declaring that life begins at conception. And the speaker's presence and rhetoric at the rally drew sharp criticism from progressive voices and right advocates. Critics pointed to the Supreme Court of India's 2021 ruling, which upheld a women's reproductive autonomy and the right to a safe abortion as a fundamental right protected under Article 21 of the Constitution. So obviously, that's a very ironic thing for something like this to happen, that when this is constitutionally allowed in our country, there are protests and rallies that are taking place which are talking about the fact that this is an anti-abortion rally. And now I'll be taking you through all of the comments when we talk about the criticism that has taken place. Let's take a look at the first one, which is Vasudha Venugopal has stated that how can the speaker participate in a march like this that is against women and their rights? And obviously you can see this particular, behind this particular tweet, you can see the rally that is taking place. And another post also states the fact that what a stupid thing to do. Abortion rights in India constitutional. Let these bishops go to America and preach these anti-women propaganda. How did Mr. JCD Prabhakar even agree to this? Is CMO Tamil Nadu agreeing to this concept of denying bodily autonomy to women? And she also kindly advised your party on this. You must know better than them. So obviously, how is it possible that in a country where abortion rights in India are constitutional and that women have the autonomy to make a choice, that a rally like this took place and the Tamil Nadu speaker has taken part in this? And another post says, I saw some visuals of the Assembly Speaker JCD Prabhakar participating in a Christian Catholic religious procession against abortion, whereas slogans opposing women's rights were raised during that procession. Even though abortion is legal under Indian law, slogans such as abortion is murder and other demands opposing the abortion law were raised. The speaker's participation in this event has now become controversial as it is against the rights of women. In 1971, abortion was legalized in India, and at the time, Mother Teresa, who was under the direct control of the Vatican, spoke against the law. According to Christian principles and Catholic conservative ideology, she had said that abortion is wrong and strongly condemned the legislation. She argued that government cannot change the will, they can't condemn the legislation, and she said that government cannot change God's will, that abortion is against Christian rules and the commandments of God, Jesus Christ, and repeatedly cited the 6th commandment, thou shalt not kill, in her speeches opposing abortion. And another post, which is this is Narayan Tirupati. In this context, Speaker JCD Prabhakar has been increasingly participating in Christian religious events and voicing controversial opinions. Recently, he demanded that the Sirani Arangam on Marina Beach be renovated again to conduct prayer meetings. It is alleged during that period, the Sirani Arangam frequently hosted Christian conversion meetings, leading to several complaints. And when Ms. Jayalalitha was Chief Minister, the Sirani Arangam was demolished overnight. So obviously, we are seeing a lot of reaction that is coming in. Another person, Dhanya Rajendran, has stated it does not matter what JCD Prabhakar's personal beliefs are, that's in his house. He holds a constitutional post. Even Indian women have suffered in countries that deny abortion rights for women. Remember, Savita Palanvar, and the TVK government has to explain itself. Why did its MLA go for its event? And another post that talks about is that they have tagged JCD Prabhakar and stated that has earned appreciation for his unbiased conduct as the Honorable Speaker, but activities like this undermine that goodwill. Abortion is a personal decision for a woman based on various circumstances. Bringing religion into such a sensitive issue is unacceptable, and TVK should stay away from such matters. And this is obviously, a lot of these posts are coming in talking about the fact that this is a rally that took place by Catholic as well as the Christian community, and obviously abortion is a personal choice of a woman, But for a Tamil Nadu speaker not to be, when we talk about that, he has his own personal belief that he can practice, but at the same time, in a country that practices and talks about this, that this is constitutional, why did he participate in this rally? Now, joining me on the telecast is Shekhar Vijayan, political commentator. Shekhar, what exactly do you think about this? Because this is obviously quite shocking for someone like a Tamil Nadu speaker to participate in a rally where it is an anti-abortion rally, which, because women have a choice when it comes to abortion, and why did a Tamil Nadu speaker participate in this raises a lot of question for someone to be in a constitutional position like this, to involve religion into this as well, because in India we don't see a lot of discussion in terms of this, because this is stated that this is constitutionally allowed for women to conduct abortion as well.
Absolutely, it's very shocking and very alarming that that somebody like Mr. Prabhakar, who's the Speaker of the Assembly, should be participating in a walk like this. Because the real question is not whether Prabhakar is personally pro-life religious. The question is, where does personal belief end and constitutional responsibility begin? See, he's the Speaker of the Assembly. He needs to have a little bit of decorum or understanding about what the issue is, because this is something which is so important, right? We're talking about abortion, and it's such a it is so powerful and so important for them to understand what the viewpoint is about. You see, personal right is always, for personal faith is always a right, but constitutional office demands utility. Mr. Prabhakar has every right to either participate or not participate, to have a belief in abortion or not have a belief in abortion. But once you occupy the constitutional office of Speaker, your words carry a lot of institutional weight. That's where the controversy really begins. And see, India has already created a legal framework for reproductive health care. Political leaders shouldn't blur that line. I think that this is a very dangerous line which they're blurring, right? See, abolition is regulated under India's medical termination of pregnancy framework, and the Tamil Nadu Health Minister, Mr. Arun Raj, had already clarified that abortion can be a medical necessity and that the government position remains governed by law. See, in a democracy, morality can influence a person's conscience, but public policy has to be governed by the constitutional law. So it should not be a religious thing, it should not be a non-religious thing, but the real question is, somebody who is at such a prestigious position, at such a leadership position, they should not be doing something like this which goes against the popular sentiment, and this is absolutely wrong and it's not correct. See, faith is personal, but constitutional office is public. A speaker can have a conscience, but the constitution must remain the compass. And I think at the end of the day I would separate the man from the office, right? As an individual, he has every right to be pro-life, but as a speaker, I believe he should have exercised greater institutional constraint or even restraint, particularly when speaking at an event explicitly challenging India's abortion framework. I think that is really wrong what he did. So I think from my perspective, what he did was wrong. And in that position, like we say, with great power, comes great responsibility. The speaker should have known.
All right, Shekhar, thank you so much for joining me on the telecast. But obviously, it's rather ironic that a bunch of men get to decide what a woman should do with her body. But shifting our focus to more news coming in. Madhya Pradesh is facing a growing human-wildlife conflict